So Sick New World in Las Vegas, one day, a lot of money, definitely a cash grab festival. Most of these bands play 30-minute sets. If anything goes wrong, those sets become shorter. I went the first year, and it sucked. I went the second year, and it was much better. It still had a lot of things that were not great, but there were major improvements. The sound was awesome. So headbang the like button, stage dive onto the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. If you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to show your support, consider becoming a member. Memberships are only 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. So yeah, the lineup just dropped. This is all in one day, Saturday, April 12th. 2025 in Las Vegas, outside on the concrete. Let's run down the list. Metallica, Queens of the Stone Age, AFI, Ministry, Flaming Lips, 311, I Don't Know, Cannibal Corpse, Testament, Mastodon, Mayhem, Terror, I Don't Know, Quicksand, Twin Tribes, Arch Enemy, Stabbing Westward, I Don't Know, Death Clock, Scowl, Dope, Show Me the Body, Amira El I don't know. Orgy. Did I say Death Clock? If not, Death Clock. Quicksand. Sponge. Poison the Well. Under Oath. Refused. Mastodon, if I didn't say that already. Meshuggah. Scars on Broadway. Sisters of Mercy. Linkin Park. Evanescence. Acid Bath. Everyone freaked the fuck out when this came up. No one was expecting that. That's the most surprising comeback maybe ever, especially on this lineup. Gojira. 3 Days Grace ×2. Down. Tomahawk. Cradle of Filth, Melvins, Kitty, Carcass, The Hives, Mudvayne, Exodus, Machine Head, Ura, Static X, Duran Grey, Lacuna Coil, Birthday Massacre, I don't know, Vision Video, 7 hours after Violet, Napalm Death, and Lebanon Hanover. Goddamn. That was a lot. Yeah, Metallica was the first one confirmed. Thankfully, only playing one set 'cause it's only one day. Yeah, so it is gonna go like Linkin Park, or as some people like to say, and by some people I mean I'm making this up right now, L. Ron Hubbard Park will be playing right before Metallica. Probably Queens of Stone Age right before that. Notice right away, this lineup is far more actually metal than the other 2 years of Sick New World were. Sick New World was pretty much new metal. You got all of the Hot Topic bands from 2004 in there. And a lot of people in the comment sections were actually really did not like this lineup. There was thousands of dollars of mascara just smearing down these pale white faces of like, oh my god, you don't have System of a Down again for the 3rd year in a row. How come the one band that I got stuffed in the locker for listening to isn't playing? Because this is the 3rd year. You were a freshman. You were whatever the second one is. Now you're a goddamn real person. You listen to real bands. Everyone starts off with the new metal shit from the first year. Now you listen to real music. Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem. Throw your makeup away. Get a denim vest. That's what this is all about. Sick New World is growing up. Next year's gonna be all like deathcore and slam and whatever. I'm 36, so yeah, this is my shit. That's what I'm saying. Lots of great bands, but yeah, I wish it was more new metal. Poser! We found a poser, ladies and gentlemen.
Boo this man!
This was super surprising. I definitely was not expecting Mayhem on the lineup. That was like, what? Not as much like goth industrial as the other years were, which was really surprising. I kind of get why people obsessed with new metal aren't happy about it, but you know what? You all have to grow up. I do agree no Limp Bizkit is bullshit, though. Scrap L. Ron Park, put Limp Bizkit. This is kind of better than the previous lineups I've seen on the photos. I wasn't expecting people to hate on Linkin Park over Limp Bizkit in my 2024 card. I'm one of those people, 100%. It's a fucking incredible lineup. It's specifically crafted for me. Nice! The only thing you have to keep in mind, though, like I said, all these bands are going to be playing like 30-minute sets on massive stages, and the way it's spread out, you're going to have to leave during like one of the songs if you want to catch the full set of another one. Obviously, except for the bands who are on the same stages back to back. Looks like what was an industrial stage is going to be like a fully metal stage now, so that will work out well. But yeah, like if you want to go from the main stages to the metal stage to wherever else, the sets get even shorter then. It is interesting because this year it was much better. It's very expensive. I believe the price for Sick New World one day is about the same price to get all 4 days of Aftershock, which was like $430, which, you know, you can break that down to, well, you could spend that on just seeing Metallica or Linkin Park. So if you divide it up, like, you know, it's not that bad. Or you could think of it as a total cash grab, trying to force in as many fans as possible to get as much money out of people as possible. Also remember, it's Vegas. Everything is fucking expensive. There is no food cheaper than $20 in Las Vegas. If you're drinking, that will be expensive. People are seriously bitching about System of a Down not being on Sick New World. Do they really want to sit through the same old set list for the third time? I saw a couple of people commented saying, what the fuck? No System of a Down. This is bullshit. They played 2 years in a row. I think Korn also played 2 years in a row. Listen to other bands. They gotta make back that small country's GDP they spent on booking Metallica. 100%. I was also surprised to see Cradle of Filth and the Birthday Massacre on here, because year one of Sick New World, they both got fucked hard. Birthday Massacre, the sound was awful. Not the band's fault at all. The sound guy's fault, 100%. The singer was pissed off. You could tell. She marched off. Cradle of Filth were the last band. They got the lights turned on during the last song. They were both screwed hard. So to see them back is kind of interesting. Is it a sign that the promoters are really, really trying to do it right? Or is it a sign that they like money? I'm going to lean on the first one because there were drastic improvements from year to year so far. So I'm going to take that as a good sign that those two are back. I will be curious to see how they go. Also, we have to point out that Napalm Death is playing. They're going to be playing the most songs out of any of these bands. All these bands are like, shit, how are we going to squeeze in a 30-minute set? Napalm Death is like, fuck, we need to add more songs. Motherfucking Refused is there. I know people like AFI. I don't, but a lot of people are. Yeah, everyone freaking out about Acid Bath because that came out of fucking nowhere. And yeah, I will definitely watch that if I go. I've been debating on if I was going to go or not, but my Sick New World videos have done really well. So it's kind of a business trip at this point. Sick New World should be 2 days at least for that price. 100%. It would make everything a lot better. And I feel like if it was 2 days, that's double the money they make in alcohol sales, which is usually what most people bank on. I feel like it could work out for everyone where the bands could get more legitimate sets, fans could see more sets they'd be happy with, and the Sick New World people could make more money. I can do it. Put me in charge. Missile Girl says, shill. You were the one who was mad that Korn wasn't there again. You know what?
Boo this man!
Hellfest tickets for the entire time are the exact same price. Yeah, that's the thing, is that when these lineups come out, Americans freak the fuck out and they're like, holy shit, this is a dream lineup. Or same with Aftershock. Europeans see it and go, how the fuck do Americans pay that much for all this? You get so much more out of the European festivals. Even smaller ones, Tolminator isn't pulling this kind of lineup. But even Hellfest, Wacken, I would say, pretty sure the entire time of Wacken is roughly the same price as this one day of Sick New World. But it depends what you want, plenty of people have commented on my Sick New World video saying they thought it was totally worth it and they can't wait to go back. And that's great for them. It can be done that way. How do you feel about Kitty being there all years? I don't care about Kitty at all. Not negative, not positive. If people want to see them, cool. Not my thing whatsoever. Was definitely not expecting this great of a lineup from Sick New World because last year they didn't have a single band I was interested in. Never did I think Queens of the Stone Age was going to be on a Why It's Metal, but I ain't complaining. There's so many subjects that have come up on this channel I never thought I would talk about. Ariana Grande's come up. Kyle Rittenhouse has come up. Queens of the Stone Age. Israel has come up. You never know what you're going to get here, but I'll always try to relate it to metal in some type of way. Metallica alone is $150. That's why I love festivals in the first place, that's how I view it. With Aftershock, same thing. Going to see Slayer by themselves, Slipknot by themselves, you could be paying around that much money for just that, not including parking and all the other crap involved. But festivals, yeah, you're paying $400 or whatever, but if you're getting multiple days and all these bands, that makes it far more worth it to me. A friend of mine I was hanging out with at Aftershock was saying she's realizing that she likes small, intimate shows with the band headlining way more than festivals. And honestly, I'm a bit opposite. I kind of like the festival setting more just because of how much you get out of it, and it does feel bigger, more special for the bands a lot of the time. Not that I won't go to small shows, but you know what I mean. Queens of the Stone Age, by the way, is a band that exists. I definitely don't hate them. If they're playing in the background, and I won't rush to turn it off or throw a spear at the jukebox, but I'm also not going to be excited to see them. That happened with Eagles of Death Metal this year at Aftershock. They played, and I was like, I'll go stand in the back and just see what it's about. And it was just I don't want to shove a screwdriver in my ears, but if a fly went by my face, I'd be like, ooh, and would get distracted by that. Not a Machine Head fan by any means, but it's weird seeing them so small. That is weird. I agree with you because Machine Head was placing high up on like festivals. I saw them headline plenty of times to huge crowds. And I guarantee here they're going to have a huge fucking crowd. They might be headlining one of the smaller stages. That would kind of make sense. Machine Head is smaller than Filter. I'm offended on their behalf. That's fair. That's pretty fair. This X whatever, I think is what, like a DJ? Yeah. Machine Head is below a fucking DJ. That's depressing. Damn. I gotta back them up on that. My sister has paid $500 for floor seats for the weekend, so me paying $500 for a festival where I can see 10 plus bands is totally worth it. Yeah, see, when you put it in that perspective, I completely agree with you. Went to When We Were Young 2023, and it was pricey as fuck, but 100% worth it. There you go. I'm gonna say the same thing in my Aftershock videos. Like, it was pricey, it's expensive as fuck, but like, if it's the bands you want to see, and the sound quality was great, gotta say, maybe it is worth it to you. X ain't no DJ, they're a punk band. It says right on it. Exin, John, Billy, DJ. Or is that a different band that's right next to it? Either way, Machine Head is still below DJ. I'm offended. And Arch Enemy, fuck you. I'm appalled. Is Dimmu Borgir still active? Dimmu Borgir are the weekend warriors of black metal. They will confirm a festival like 3 times out of the year, basically like System of a Down, and will do that, but they don't like tour anymore or anything. I don't think they were working on any more music. I don't think anyone cares. Signed up for the pre-sale as soon as I saw the lineup. How am I supposed to see all 12 bands I like in a day? For a cash grab, they do get really good bands. If I go to this, which I probably will, I'll watch some of Metallica, not all of it. Most likely not all of it. But a couple songs. I would watch Ministry, who I just saw. I would watch Acid Bath 100%. I would watch Gojira. I would maybe watch the Sisters of Mercy. I already saw them in Sick New World. Definitely watch Cannibal Corpse. Definitely watch Meshuggah. Testament, Tomahawk, Cradle of Filth, Carcass, Mayhem, Terror, Arch Enemy, probably Lacuna Coil. Definitely Napalm Death. I'll see them every chance I fucking get. Death Clock for sure. And that would be my Sick New World. It is cool now that I'm noticing it. Metallica, Testament, Exodus. For old school thrash fans, that's pretty cool. Weird to see Napalm Death so incredibly low. I know, but like I said, they're gonna play the most songs out of everyone there. Everyone else's set list is gonna be like 4 songs. There's gonna be like 30. You don't see them all. That's the thing. That is the thing. There's gonna be 3, maybe 4 bands playing at the exact same time, all of the time. AFI will be playing during like, I don't know the running order. I'm just taking a guess here. It's very possible that like AFI would play at the same time as Cannibal Corpse, as like Terror, as Birthday Massacre. That is entirely possible. This last year was Danny Elfman, Ginger, and 2 other people I can't remember that were also big. All 4 were on at the exact same time. Honest reaction, the Queens of the Stone Age, why so high up? I don't know. I mean, they are a big band. They've been around for a while. They still play big shows. I don't particularly care about them that much, but whenever they do play festivals, they usually are like the support band for the headliners, so I don't really find that to be that weird. I'm not really into it, but Hawk Tuah Girl should be here. She should be headlining for sure. That's VIP only. Nobody would complain if that social media presence was at a festival. But yes, this is Sick New World. I'll probably be there. I do like a lot of these lower bands. Is really cool. And you know, tax write-off. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. We've got merch available for the channel and for the band. Now you can get White's Metal t-shirts, Savior of Metal hats, Dark Insanity t-shirts, Dark Insanity weed bags. We've got everything. Links for all of my stuff can be found in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.